Hey guys, a while back we did a shipwreck casserole and everybody just loved it. But the storm is finished, the galley's half empty, and we have to get supper on the table. So, air mateys, this is the grub we're gonna make. So, first off, the old ingredients we have some lean ground beef, cheese, onion, garlic, some mixed veggies, potatoes, diced tomatoes, corn, smoked paprika, Italian seasoning, salt, pepper, and some barbecue sauce. To begin with, I got the cast iron pan heated up over medium-high heat. I'm going to go in with a pound of my lean ground beef. And I'll just kind of break this up a little bit here. And I know on a shipwreck they didn't have a stove, but it should be done over the open fire. But anyway, you can use ground pork, ground chicken, whatever you like in this. It doesn't have to be ground beef, but because I have a pile of ground beef, that's why I used it. So we're just going to go ahead and fry this up until it's basically cooked through and brown. Alrighty then, we're basically all fried up here, so I'm just going to shove everything to one side of the pan. And if you have a lot of excess grease, go ahead and drain it, but this wasn't too bad. And next I'm going to go in with a small chopped onion, and of course 3 cloves of garlic. I just love garlic, and you know garlic is good for you. So we'll just stir and saute this for a couple of minutes, just until that wonderful aroma fills the galley here. Smelling good already, just with onion and garlic. Now we're smelling mighty fine here. I'm just going to mix everything together. Oh, once again, one side of the pan, and in we go with a cup or two of hash browns. Now you can, or not hash browns, but frozen potatoes. I'm just going to fry these up until they get a little bit brown. You can just use regular potatoes too, or pre-cooked potatoes, which is fine. But that's what I had in the galley. Okie dokie. Let's do a mixaroonie one more time. And this guy's just basically a dump dish, so it goes together really, really fast. After that, in we go with a can of diced tomatoes. And this is kind of the Italian herb diced tomatoes, but you can use whatever you like. Another can of sweet corn, and a cup or two of mixed veggies. And of course, we're going to season things up with a bit of salt, say about a teaspoon, something like that. And of course, some ground black pepper. And I always go heavy on this, seeing we got it on hand, so teaspoon and a half, something like that. And a good heaping teaspoon of the old Italian seasoning, which has just about everything in it. That's why I love it so much. And of course, smoked paprika. And I always say get the smoked if you can, because it's much better. Last but not least, a tablespoon of smoky barbecue sauce. And just about everybody has this kicking around in their kitchen or galley. Maybe a little more than a tablespoon. Something like that. Now we'll give it the old mixaroonie. Oh, look at this. Look at these colors. Okay, now what we're going to do here, guys, is let this simmer away over medium heat for about 5 or 10 minutes, something like that. Now, while we're simmering here, if you haven't watched that video in the Shipwreck Casserole, it's got 1,000,000+ views, so it's pretty popular and people really like it. Go ahead, go back and watch that. I put a link below. And also, while this is simmering away, I'm going to go out in the island, actually the garden, and see if I can find some parsley. Ooh, and look at what else we see here. Now I'm kind of wondering, some cows, eh? Now we simmered away here for a few minutes. I'm just going to grab some up and give it a taste, do the old taste test and see how it is. A bit more pepper. We are pretty much done here, my friends. The only thing left to do is grate some cheese. Now this is totally optional, but grate some cheese over the top. And you can use yellow. I'm using the extra old white because I like it. And it's about the only thing I had kicking around in the galley here. But, you know, you can use the cheese of your choice or just leave it out, like I say. And what we'll do is just let this melt down naturally, and we're pretty much done. Lastly, of course, we're going to sprinkle some of that parsley we found out there over the top just to make it all pretty and greenish-like for the folks that haven't eaten for days. Doesn't that look good? Wow. And there you have it, guys, our ground beef shipwreck casserole 2, the sequel. Okay, guys, a few tips and tricks to this recipe. Like everything else we make on Cook and Share here, it is so versatile. I mean, you know, you don't have to use corn, you don't have to use mixed veggies, you could use peas, whatever. Like I said, you can swap out the ground beef for some ground turkey or some ground pork, whatever you like, or even strips of beef, something like that. Just seasoning, just go wild. This is my favorite seasoning, but use your own. I mean, when you make it, it is your recipe. So, just play around with it and get it to your taste, but it is really good as is. Alrighty then, mateys, let's dig in here and see what we got. Just look at that. I mean, just a mixture of everything you could ever want and everything you would ever like. All right, time to go down the old hatch. Oh, guys, this is so good. Just got to make this up. Everything just comes together nicely. Quick and easy recipe, 15-20 minutes. You can have it all made up. Most of all, leave a comment because I love to read them, and like and subscribe. It helps the channel out. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe. And of course, I am going to have more of this shipwreck casserole. And don't forget to watch the other video.